All right, Andrew. So this is Rich over at Team Toyota Glen Mills. It was a pleasure talking with you over the phone this morning so far, man. I did locate this 2010 RAV4 Limited, the V6. So I'm going to do a quick walk around on the exterior. I'll try to get underneath there for you also. And then I'll show you the interior and probably even start it up for you as well. But I'll tell you, if at first sight anyway, it looks like it's going to be a good car. I think it's going to clean up really well. But, at the same time, I don't want to get ahead of myself. You got to wait for the service department to kind of see what they see. You never know, man. They might find something within the vehicle underneath that hood that, they deem is going to become problematic and then, not want us to sell it, which probably won't happen, but it's always a possibility. Always better that than to sell somebody a vehicle that's going to become an instant problem for them. All right, so yeah, it looks like there's like a clip there or something maybe off. It just doesn't look 1000% flush. Certainly minor, but it is there. All right. I always like to look at the hood too, make sure there's no big paint chips or anything that's going to become problematic rust-wise for you. And I got like a little mini chip right there. Again, super small. It does exist though. Something like that, we can typically just put a little touch-up paint on it. That way it doesn't spread. I'm seeing like some foggy headlights. Detail department can remedy that for sure. All right, here's a little like a scratch right there. That is probably not something that's going to buff out. You'll have to be able to live with that. Kind of same thing right there. This actually comes off. That's some kind of schmutz there. But those two lines, those are actually like little scratches. And the rims look nice too. They're not all gouged up with curb rash or anything. That's good. That's probably the most common thing that I see on trade-in vehicles. All right. We've got like one little spot of rust starting there too. So that's another spot where we would want to put a little touch-up paint on that so as to keep that from spreading. So far, so good here, man. On a 15-year-old vehicle, I think if those little scratches and paint chips are the worst that we find, I think you're doing pretty good. I do love this generation body style on the RAV4 with the door that swings out to the side like this. So let's take a look at the interior. One, you get the JBL sound system in there, so that's an immediate plus. All right. They've got this net here. This does remove also. It kind of pulls out like a roll of toilet paper. There's your latch right there to fold those seats down. But yeah, the rug is a little dirty. The detail department will take care of that, so that should look good. Go ahead and shut this. All right, let's check out the back seat. Hey, this looks good. I mean, keep in mind, it hasn't been detailed yet, but what I'm looking for, one, I like to use my nose to make sure then I don't smell like any like cigarette smoke or any kind of weird odors in here, which I don't, so that's a positive sign also. Just looks like normal, like, debris on the floor. So we'll be able to remedy that also. They still have the original rugs in there. You even get the two-prong outlet there too. Okay. And you do get the Softex leather on here versus the fabric, since it's the limited trim level. It's the higher trim level. All right. Cool. There's your door there. And the seat has some wear, but none of it's actually cracked though. Of course, you would expect to find this on leather seats that are 15 years old, but there's no rips or tears or stains, so that's good. Passenger seat, same thing. This thing's in good condition. Now the floor mats, they've been used for sure. They'll get cleaned. I don't know if the floor mats will look 100%, like new when they're done. There might be a couple residual stains, and you can see like from where the previous owner, like where their heel is when they hit the accelerator, that's a little worn there. Floor mats are easy though, man. You can always order new floor mats whenever you want. Don't tell the parts department I said this, but if you ever order floor mats, just use Amazon. Don't get that at the dealership. You'll spend about half the money online buying those. Go ahead and start this up. There's your odometer there, 108,000 miles on it. That orange light right there, that's just maintenance required. The car will tell you when you need things like an oil change. We're going to do that standard anyway, so that should be good. What I'm really looking for is like a check engine light, which I don't see. So another good sign. All right, so on the limited trim level, you're also going to get your heated seats up front. That's your driver's side. That's your passenger side. All right. All your climate control stuff there. Let's turn the radio on.
Factory no more.
All right, yeah, the JBL speakers sound good. Turn that back off. On this generation, you still get the locking rear differential also, which I like. They took that away in the newer generations. And then, of course, you got your sunroof there as well. All right. Engine still sounds good. I'm going to go ahead and rev it up here for us. Yeah, that sounds like the V6. I drive a 2011 Camry with the V6 in it, and it's the best car I've ever owned, man. I've got 115,000 miles on mine, and my goal is to get it to like 300,000 or 400,000 miles before I decide to trade that thing in. So I'm going for no car payment for as long as possible. But anyway, yeah, this so far so good. I know I've said that quite a few times already, but ultimately you'll be the judge of that. But I think we're doing pretty good here. Let me, as promised, try to get the underside here for you. So I'm not as young as I once was. Not as easy to get underneath, but all right, here we go. Yeah, this actually looks really good under there. Really good. All right. On a 15-year-old vehicle in the Northeast, you're a fool if you're not looking for rust. And I'm not really seeing any under here, so that's really good. Okay. All right, so to my, I'll say semi-trained eye, I'm not a mechanic by any means, but it's looking really promising, man. I have, every expectation that this car is going to pass through the shop and be something that we can retail. So if you're in agreement with that, I'll go ahead and get some pricing together, and I'll send that over to you. And as long as all the pricing is good for you, we can take a deposit and hold the car. Couple other things. This vehicle, it's going to come, I believe, with a 3-month, 3,000-mile powertrain warranty. So engine, transmission, and axle assembly. This is something that we provide as a dealership. Your first year of maintenance, so oil change, tire rotations, fluid top-offs. We actually prepay Toyota on your behalf to take care of that. So you can take advantage of that at any Toyota dealership in the country for your first year of maintenance. If you're a Pennsylvania resident, we'll split the cost of the inspection with you every year for as long as you own this car. Now that part is particular to our dealership. And then whenever you spend any money in our service department, 20% of every buck you ever spend in there kind of builds up into an account for you. As that grows, you can use that money towards other services. All right, but here it is here. Let me know what you think. I'm going to go ahead and get this uploaded. True to my word, I apologize for the lack of brevity on this video, but I try to be thorough with this stuff. If you have any further questions, Andrew, don't be shy to reach out, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.